We've all been watching a football game and you see one of those bone-crushing hits that makes you leap out of your chair. For many years, the conversation around football has been serious head, neck, and spine injuries that have been top of mind.
And we've seen some pretty huge strides forward in protecting the players at the college and the professional levels. But the question is that same attention happening for athletes at the high school level? The data says not so much.
Fox 4's Malik Jackson is working for you, looking at the numbers and gets perspective from high schoolers who've been seriously hurt and those trying to prevent it from happening again.
It was Julius Byers' first high school football game this September. He subbed in, lined up as cornerback.
I remember getting off the block and I got hit and then I kind of blacked out a little bit. Then I woke up.
With a spinal cord injury that temporarily paralyzed his arms, that tackle he made will prevent him from playing the game he loved for the rest of his life. A reality for so many others.
That day, just every typical Friday where we're all pumped and amped up.
James McGinnis did something very similar 11 years ago.
So you can kind of see the helmet begin to compress back against him.
2 plays later, after his head had gone numb, the trajectory of his story changed.
And then he just went face down. And he was in a coma for 5 days and remained in ICU for 18 days.
Number 9 in dire need of help. Even the medical professionals thought he was gone.
When you hear someone say that my goal was to get your son to the hospital alive so we can harvest his organs, even after 11 years, that's gut-wrenching. I mean, it devastated me when I heard this a month ago.
He survived and would spend 7 months in a rehabilitation center relearning everything. Families, players, coaches all know that putting on a football uniform and taking the field comes with the chance of injury.
You know, I'm a big believer in understanding the risk associated with what you're doing, and I don't know if you ever eliminate the risk entirely.
Some of those risks can have life-altering consequences. The numbers paint a grim story. According to MSHA, from the last 2 seasons, they documented over 2,600 diagnosed head injuries. In Kansas, the numbers from KSHA, for the last 2 seasons, they've had just over 1,000 diagnosed head injuries. That doesn't even touch serious injuries to the neck or spine. Data that these organizations that oversee high school sports don't even keep. Nationally in 2024, 9 high school athletes died after catastrophic injuries, and 2 middle school football players also died.
I'm honestly thinking we all go back to flag football. I mean, it's an Olympic sport now.
Here at Washington High School in Kansas City, Kansas, they're doing their best to flip the script. Director of Athletics Andrew Marine walked us through the player safety techniques they teach, but maybe most importantly, Caleb Dietrich, an athletic trainer for Children's Mercy who works here at Washington. Every practice, every game for every grade level. And they're using technology in their student athletes' helmets to learn how to better protect them.
It even gives us low, medium, or high impact. So the idea is you can collect this data, and if there's a consistent player or group that is, getting hit on the top of the head, maybe we could redirect, practice and tackling or different forms.
That information equals what they hope are better outcomes.
Yeah, it gives us another data point to make sure that we're keeping our kids safe.
You doing good?
As for these 2 young men, their injuries are far from the last chapter in their book. Instead, it's ushered in their purpose.
This is a very hard situation for people to go through, and I don't want other people to give up. I want them to keep fighting so they can get better and they can have their life back.
McGinnis, now a marathoner, motivational speaker.
Never lose hope.
He flies all over the country to encourage others that your biggest setback is the door to the comeback story ready to be written. So in the 11 years from James's injury until this September when Juju got hurt, there has been work done to improve safety across the metro for football players. But as you might know, the answer remains the same. Playing football is a calculated risk. You must know that before you sign up. Here in the Fox 4 News studio, I'm Malik Jackson, Fox 4. Working for you.